But we're back with the Cousins. Week 10 G-Money was a little bit of turbulence flying back in from NYC, watching the games. I'm going, Lord, help us.
Yeah.
I was scared of the Miami game. I was scared of the Vegas game, and I bit it. So take us away, G. Give us a recap of what happened in Week 10. Hopefully we get a little win in our sales for Week 11, but I'm telling you right now, Cousin, I don't like a lot of these games again.
Yeah.
Take me away. How did we do?
Yeah, we had the same 5 picks. We ended up going 2 and 3.
Ugh.
I think we got a little ahead of ourselves with some of these bigger numbers. We were like, Buffalo's going to cream them, Denver's going to cream them. And we didn't really stop to think, hey, these are division games. This is the NFL.
Now I'm gun shy.
Anything can happen.
No, I'm gun shy.
Yeah.
Making me nervous.
But hey, man, you got to put your chips on the table where you think is going to go. And
overall, what are we looking for total
we're
records?
2 and 3 on the 2 and 3 on the week. So you moved to 13 and 16.
God, I gotta get even.
And I moved to 12 and 17. So cold picks. It's cold outside, but it's about to heat up in here in the RSA box in the studio.
Damn near snowing this morning.
Brand new, fresh set of picks.
Let's go. Take
we
us
gotta
away.
move on. It's just-
Luker, turn the page. We move on. We strap it on. We get focused on what's happening.
Got to have a short memory in this game.
Luke, how do you feel about that, buddy?
I have a short memory.
I like it. Come out swinging. All right, well, here's a first memory, G. I'm going to kick it off on the Thursday, Week 11, Jets at New England. 12 is the spread, my man. The Patriots are giving up 12 after beating the Bucs in Tampa Bay. Who do you got? Can you swallow that spread? That's big.
Yeah, no, I think I learned my lesson from last week. I mean, I'm looking at this 12 number, and as spry as the Patriots look, and I like they're just a solid team, offense and defense. I love the coach. Vrabel's a great coach. I love the coach. As great as they've been looking, this is a division game. Could be a slugfest. I could see the Pats smacking them around, but I'm going to go contrarian just because of that number. And I'm going to say the Jets can stay competitive. If you recall the film Big Daddy from the year 1999.
Jeez, Luker's favorite.
Yeah, our resident film expert. I think I did too. I don't want to root for the goddamn Jets, but I'm going to have to on Thursday night.
That's no doubt.
So I'm picking the Jets plus 12. What's the word on the street? You were just in New York. What were the people saying on the streets? You got any inside info?
They can't
Manhattan?
get it. I asked 2 things while I am in Manhattan. One about the Jets and the Giants. Basically, the entire city is thumbs down on them both. They don't care. They've already sidestepped it, and they're looking to the draft. I can't believe it. Then they fire the Giants coach. My head was spinning. Anyway, nobody even wanted to talk football. I had to literally tell somebody, can we turn Sunday football on in this city? At least let me check it in the books. That broke my heart. The bet line, I'm with you, G. I'm taking the Jets as well. That was going to be my upset with that. I think the Jets get beat, but I think they cover the 12. At the end of the day, the Jets put up 27 last week. I get it. 2 of them were big special teams. I think weather's going to start becoming kind of a scenario here for those Northeast games. It was sleeting and it was ugly when I was leaving NYC. At the end of the day, I'm taking it because it's the 12 spread and because I think it's going to be a cold weather game. I don't think Patriots are going to be able to spin it. They beat the Bucs. If you look at the Bucs, they beat the Bucs on 2 things. 1, ground and pound on the run, 147, 150 on the ground, 2 big running plays. Baker actually outplayed May in terms of the stats. Because of that, that makes me think, okay, Patriots on the ground, they pound it, they win, but they're not going to cover the 12. I got the Patriots winning, but I got the Jets with the spread, put me down for game 1 the Thursday. I'm taking the Jets. They better show up.
Yeah, I'm with you. And the Jets coach, too, I think he's safe this year because he just started, but I think he's got a lot to prove that he can put out a competitive product against division rivals. So I think he's got a little bit of pressure, and hopefully they can rise to the moment, even though they traded 2 of their best defensive players, and the quarterback situation's a mess. But our picks are in; they're locked in.
And where do we lock them in from, Luker? Where do we take our spreads? Chip in here, Luker.
Hard Rock bet, man.
I love it. Let's go right here.
Next
Tampa
thing you
Bay.
know, Luke's going to tell us he's got the app downloaded. He's keeping all these picks in secret.
If Luke is
now he's got
keeping
the
our
app.
gift cards to freaking Council Oak and not telling us about it, we're gonna have some fisticuffs going down in the RSA studio, bro.
Some good steak.
We're gonna be fisticuffs. Oh yeah? Well, gee, how do you like the Dolphins? We go from the Northeast Thursday night game. We're going over the pond, Madrid. Kickoff 9:30. The Finns are giving up 2.5 because the Commanders don't have a quarterback. Dolphins break our heart last week. Golly, I should have trusted my guts. I got all over them with the 9. But talk to me about going overseas. Can the Dolphins keep the momentum going?
Yeah, first off, shout out to PJ Lyons. Will be in Madrid. He's there now with
Let's
his
go,
wife.
PJ.
Going to the game, rooting on the Finns.
PJ, Garrett was all over your Finns last week. He was ready to fire everybody in the building, and they come out and they upset. He was talking about Buffalo taking over the city of Miami, and yeah.
Which they did, but I saw the meme of Mike McDaniel driving by the elbow
I saw
room
that.
in Fort
It's
Lauderdale.
hysterical. Throw a
Yeah,
little shade back
yeah,
at him.
Yeah, give him the stare
You
down
can do
to
that.
all the Bills fans. So pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, Miami is just so hard to pick, and I feel like we're overreacting each week. They have a bad game, and then we're here saying they're going to
Bipolar.
lose again. Then they
Bipolar.
win, and we're like they're going to win. They're heating up. But this time, I actually do believe they might be starting to feel it. I think this trip overseas can maybe bring the team together even more. They're starting to play better. Maybe there's some camaraderie, playing for each other. We're playing for the future. Kind of thing. You still got to go out and win games. I mean, I'm not trying to hear this tanking stuff or anything like that. They got to go win. So they got to go with Tua, stick with the game plan. Washington's real banged up. No Daniels. He's not even making the trip out there. And then
Shouldn't.
their defense has been letting them down. They've been like sub average. So I think they're looking
Bad against
for,
the run.
Yeah, so I think they're looking for some trouble against Miami. And it's only 2.5. So, if Miami can squeak by with just a field goal win, that will get us there. So, I just don't know how you can trust the Commanders with the backup quarterback and just the shape that they're in. So
You're hitting on my points. I'm going Finns as well, even given the 2.5. One word, running. Dolphins each week are running the ball very well. You got to do that going overseas. You don't see anybody really lighting it up over there and making it, just an absolute freaking, sweat fest of just chucking the ball over the place. At the end of the day, this one, Luke, is short and sweet. I'm taking the Finns with the 2.5. I agree with the G money with the little spread, meaning not a big line. Take the Finns all day long in Madrid. Run that ball, Miami, and get back on that plane with the W.
So after we wake up early and we have our eggs and bacon watching the Dolphins, we can turn to the Bucks at 1 o'clock.
Scary game, Luke.
At the Bills. We just talked about the Bucks. I think it was the big plays that you're alluding to.
Terrible.
Like 58, 64, 72 yards, and like 2 of those were touchdowns. So that was it's hard to keep up when those big plays start happening. But Tampa at Buffalo, these are 2 6-3 teams. The spread is 5.5. The Bills are favored.
Insane.
So I'm trying to redo the math here. So if you get 3 points generally for a home field advantage, they're still saying Buffalo's 2.5 points better than Tampa on a neutral field. I'm not exactly buying that. I think the Bills are a little embarrassed of what happened next week, so there is that comeback opportunity. They want to have some revenge on somebody.
They can't let it get away.
Right, but Tampa, I mean, they can stop the run. And if you can stop the run, I think you can make Buffalo a little less dynamic on their offense. So if you can stop James Cook,
Yeah.
and, I don't know if Bucks can win, but I like my chances with Baker. As we've
Covering
talked
the
about
spread
many
at
times,
5.5.
he's a gamer. He's going to keep it close. So I'll take the Bucks with the 5.5.
Wow, on the road.
Yeah, on the road with Buffalo. So
Geez, Luke, you want to? Here's where I went down the rabbit hole. You ready for this, Luker? Baker went 28 of 43 in the National Football League. If Baker Mayfield is throwing the ball 43 times, we're crazy. I've been saying it from the beginning that I'm a little nervous of our offensive coordinator. I'm not real sure about these game plans that are coming out. Bucky Irving has killed us not being back there.
that is hurtful. Yeah.
Baker still tries to survive. 273 with 3 TDs, has an excellent game, but if you throw the ball 43 times, you should be throwing for like 373 yards, man.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, a lot of that's game script. They were behind, so they had to throw.
Right.
And
Right.
But yeah.
So we're got to run the ball to get back and get competitive. So then I start breaking down the numbers. Bills' run defense is awful. They're 31st in yards allowed. They're 32nd in yards per carry. But the Bucks are 24th in rushing. We need Bucky. We got to get going. We got guys that can run it. Our offensive line is not gelling. In this league, you cannot put up 7 points a quarter and win. In the last 4, we've been playing from behind and just have not been able to run people down. There's whispers about the offensive coordinator. Are we coming out? Do we have these game plan? Bose walking to the locker room looked furious after the game. We gave that one away to New England with freaking 2 just horrific big plays, 55 rushing and another 69 rushing. Pat's 147 on the ground. So, Luker, then I jump into and say, okay, Bucks on the road in cold weather, typically horrible. What's it going to look like out there in Buffalo? Cold and rainy, but not a snow game, not sub-zero. but we're dropping in maybe in those 40s with the rain. It kills me to say it, G. I'm going against my cousin. I think the Bills come out. I think they're going to punch the Bucs in the mouth, and the Bucs are going to have a wake-up call to say, what team are we? Are we going to run the ball, or are we going to keep doing this crazy-ass screenplay and slant where we're making unbelievable plays and relying on Baker? He can't do it alone, folks. I think this is going to be a 2-game skid. We should have knocked off that AFC team, the Patriots. We should do it again with the Bills, but we're not. Wake-up call, then we get hot going into the fourth quarter of the season. I'm taking the Bills, even giving up the money.
Yeah, and don't look too far ahead, but it's at LA Rams after next week.
Oh,
so
this
two
is
tough road games.
just terrible. But I think that Rams game is that must-win. Now we're back in our conference or our division where we got to start playing. So I don't like it, Luker. We got to get healthy. And the Patriots, we just can't play from behind, man. We can't run teams down. All right, G, back to you. Sunday night, Lions at Eagles. Eagles given the 2.5 to the Lions only because they're playing at home. We come off of a snore fest last night on the Monday night game, but the Eagles did us right, covered the spread. We took them against Green Bay.
That's right.
But good Lord, could you barely keep your eyes open. And Philly's had a habit of doing that the entire year. They win, but they win ugly.
That's kind of where I was going with this. This is a juicy matchup. I mean, these teams are the cream of the crop of the NFL, probably top 5 teams each, both. And I just really like the way that Detroit plays. Every time I watch them, I just see speed and power, and they just play very smart. Eagles also play smart, but I feel like Detroit is on a revenge this season, and I think that they would just love to dethrone the Eagles, the former Super Bowl champs from last year, to come in there and say, hey, we're in town, new sheriff in town, we're taking over. And Dan Campbell's back on the play calling, and Detroit puts up 44 points last week. I know it was against Washington, but he's back. So I don't know. I like the Eagles, but I just think in this situation, I just see the Lions coming out on top.
It's the game of the week, cousin.
Yeah.
This is bigger than the Monday night.
And if I'm getting 2.5, hey, I'll take the Lions straight up, and I'll take the Lions with the points. So
we're going to be a monster in Philly. Rest of the games are not must-watch TV. Bucs Bills will be pretty good. Monday night's a stinker. The Thursday night game sucks. Everybody's going to be tuned in. This is a big divisional matchup. This is these two sending each other a message. I think Campbell's going to have them ready to play. I think he's got the headphones on. I think he's told the offensive coordinator, I'll take it from here. I don't know what that means for the end of the year. I don't know if that's like being quietly fired or how that's working out, but it's effective. I haven't seen Saquon just taking over games like he had. The weather, I would have said, hey, this is where Saquon just starts running through dudes' chests. But I'm backing G money. I'm taking the Lions, getting the 2.5 to win it on the road against the Eagles.
Monday night, Cowboys are favored by 3 at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Is this the bonus bet? Is Luker going to chip in on the Monday night?
Las Vegas.
Oh, that's it.
I don't know if Luke's ever been to Vegas. I haven't heard any Vegas stories.
Okay, I'm sure. Don't even start them. This thing will last.
Maybe we could save that for overtime.
Yeah, this thing will last 4 hours. We'll never get off
overtime,
this thing.
Vegas stories. All right. For me, I just can't trust Dallas. When I watch them, their defense is just horrible to watch. I'm not saying the Raiders are good, but I think both teams will be ready for it because the Raiders are coming off a long week playing the Thursday night game. Dallas coming off the bye.
Toss up, man.
I just see in Las Vegas, I think Max Crosby on primetime wants to get out there and show his stuff. He's going to get up for it. And I'm just going to go against the grain here. I'm going to go with the home underdog here with Vegas and the Raiders. I just don't trust Dallas
to show up.
Yeah, so that's more my pick is an anti-Dallas pick than a pro-Vegas pick.
And the Raiders are getting 3. They're getting a field goal, right, at home.
Yeah.
So that's tough to go against them.
Yeah.
If you watch the Raiders, they basically beat themselves in the last games. The last 3 games they should have been in it. They should have at least won 1, maybe 2. But here comes the fact of the week for me, Luker. Geno has been terrible. He hasn't read a wide receiver. Nobody's on
Which is
the
surprising
same
because
page.
he's usually very consistent
They're
with
talking
the basics.
they're talking about maybe the head coach gets tossed at the end of the year. I don't know if that's enough to come back. At the end of the day, Dak's playing extremely well. Yeah, the Cowboys have 0 defense, but they brought in the free agents. Is 2 weeks enough? Not the free agents, I'm sorry, but on the trade.
Yeah.
Got Williams, got some big names that came in there. Is that enough to gel? Get ready to go on Monday night. I'm taking the boys, giving the 3 to the Raiders. I just think, this is a toss-up. It's ugly to watch. I'm with you. I don't have any real rhyme or reason. You don't know what team's going to show up. But when I do those analysis, I just look to say who's got the best quarterback. Take that guy when it's only a field goal. I'm backing freaking Dak. If the Cowboys had any kind of winning record, Dak would be in the discussions for MVP this year. It's a shame the season he's putting up, but I think he comes out firing, and so the Cousins are split. And let's see, who we got the Cowboys here. All right, G.
We'll see if Rob will be coming next week saying, "How about them Cowboys?"
We'll say, Luker, after Garrett's been in full day of depositions, just listening to nonsense all day, is that what kind of cued him to the Raiders? I don't know. That's why there might be an inside scoop. Luker, who
I
do
just
you got
feel
on the
bad for
bonus
them. I
bet?
just feel bad for them.
Yeah, just ugly. All right, G, walk us through on the recap.
All right, so a quick recap. We are both on the Jets on Thursday night, getting 12. We're both on the Dolphins in Madrid against the Commanders. They got to win by 2.5 or more. I'm on the Bucks at the Bills, getting 5.5. You are on the Bills to win and cover. On Sunday night, we're both on the Lions, plus 2.5 at the Eagles. And then Monday night, we have a split where Rob is on the Cowboys, -3, and I'm on the Raiders. So we will
It breaks my heart.
reconvene next week and see what happens.
Luke, it breaks my heart to go against Bacon the Buck. At the end of the day, I got to start using the noggin. Got to get a little smarter. Got to work smarter, not harder. Stay tuned, folks. We got some rules breaking at the NCAA level. We're going to do an overtime segment, but next week to figure out where this is going in terms of player eligibility. Kind of follows up on some other posts that we've made in the past. The landscape cousin of the entire collegiate process, as one who follows it, and in the industry we're in, where there's rules, there's regulations, there's legislators, there's governors now hinting of getting involved. This is just absolute anarchy across the board, man.
Yeah, it's professionalism that's just bleeding down through college ranks, and now it's bleeding down
Same.
into the high school ranks. And so amateurism is, it's dying. It's dead. It's all about professional now.
Scary
making
what
money,
direction
so.
we're calling. Stand by for overtime segment, but that's week 11, folks. That's the G money. We both got to get back on track. We got to get at least to that 500 level to get some momentum. We appreciate all the love and the support. Stay tuned.